Your father had a hidden deal made in your name. You were supposed to receive something long ago. It's time you discover the truth buried in his silence. Archangel Michael says, the hour of revelation has arrived and silence will no longer protect the past. A secret buried beneath your family's surface is now trembling at the edge of exposure. Your father's name has been linked to something greater than what you were told. There was a paper, there was a promise, and your name was inked onto it without your knowledge. This wasn't just any agreement. It was made during a time of great urgency. It was a decision cloaked in secrecy, hidden behind layers of guilt and protection. But now, it can no longer remain silent. Your father's heart carried a truth too heavy to confess. He knew what it would mean for your future. He also feared how it might change how you saw him. Type Amen to get blessing 333 long before you knew the power of your own name. Someone else used it for a purpose. That signature still echoes in places your feet haven't touched. That agreement was meant to change your destiny. You were born into a line of power, but the cord was cut without your permission. He thought he was shielding you from burdens. But instead, he delayed your inheritance of truth. Years passed, and no one dared open that drawer. Even your mother never knew what was kept inside that old brown envelope. But it still exists, marked with your initials. There was a man your father met at night. No records, no phone calls, just handshakes under flickering lights and words whispered behind curtains. Type Amen to get blessing 442. The man wore a brown coat and a gold ring. He visited your father thrice before the final decision was made. It was not about money, it was about identity. He told your father that you were destined for something different. But your father, bound by fear and guilt, signed away the timeline. Not the gift itself, but the moment you were meant to receive it. The world kept spinning, but time didn't move forward in that contract. It got stuck, waiting for the one who carried the name. You were always the chosen one, but the crown sat behind a locked cabinet. Now, the cabinet is trembling. The paper has aged, but its purpose hasn't. And the person meant to find it has just been called. Type Amen to get blessing 117. Archangel Michael says, you are not late, you are right on time. The silence ends tonight. That same man has returned, older now, with silver hair and trembling fingers. He asked for you by name. He said the promise must be fulfilled before he leaves this earth. This man holds the last surviving piece of that agreement, and he knows exactly where to find you. He knows you've awakened spiritually, and the moment is ripe. There are 3 locations marked on a map. One is a bank, one is a house, the last is a field. Each one holds something connected to that deal. Type Amen to get blessing 666. A strange dream may have visited you recently, something about your childhood home or a room with green wallpaper. That wasn't random, that was a memory pushing through time. You will feel a shift in your stomach soon. It will feel like pressure, like something rising. That's the energy of what was once sealed. Someone close to your father knows a version of the truth. They've kept it hidden out of fear of your reaction. But now they're slipping, leaving clues, even in their silence. A drawer has started squeaking more than usual. A folder has fallen out without explanation. You must pay attention to the misalignments. They are not accidents, Type Amen to get blessing 229. Your father once stood at the edge of a river with a sealed box. He didn't throw it in, he hesitated, he walked away with tears in his eyes. That box didn't just hold paper, it held proof of something tied to your name and someone else's money. A woman was involved too. She once loved your father but kept something back from him. She later regretted it, but by then the ink had dried. Now, she's trying to reach out, through others, through dreams, through letters that don't have names on them but are for you. You'll feel the pull soon. Type Amen to get blessing 848. It may come through a phone call that ends in static. Or a letter with no return address, or a stranger staring at you too long before saying your father's name. Don't ignore these signs. The spiritual world is aligning to bring the truth forward. You were always meant to know, Archangel Michael says, the lie of delay is breaking. No more postponement. No more withheld destiny. You are the key now, and the lock is weakening. You will soon touch what was kept from you. Type Amen to get blessing 505. Someone will mention your father's old friend soon. Pay close attention. That name will trigger something inside you. Even if you've never met them, your soul remembers, because their energy has hovered around your life for years. They tried to approach you once but were held back by a mysterious woman. That woman is still watching, but her grip is loosening. She thought you weren't ready, but her calculation was based on fear, not faith. Now her power is fading. Type Amen to get blessing 992. An old safe will be opened. Inside, a name you never heard before will appear. That name belongs to the person who funded the secret deal. This person is now deceased, but their family is still alive, and they are searching for the rightful heir. That heir is you, not by birthright, but by divine design. Your energy is encoded in the contract's intention. Your father thought he was protecting you from being hunted, but in doing so, he delayed your royal rise. Now, protection is no longer necessary. Type Amen to get blessing 781. The system is trembling. Hidden files are being accessed, and a vault marked with 3 numbers, your birth year reversed, will be revealed. There will be pressure in your chest, not pain, but awakening. It's your body aligning to divine memory. This message is not coincidence. You were guided here, and you are being watched over now more than ever. They know you know, and now, they are preparing to either return what is yours or silence you once again, but you are no longer afraid. Type Amen to get blessing 344. There's a ring your father kept. You thought it was just an old keepsake, but it was the symbol of the pact. That ring belongs to you now. And someone is coming to deliver it. Their journey is already underway. You may not trust them at first, they will speak in riddles, but your spirit will recognize them. When they say your father's childhood nickname, you'll feel chills. That's your confirmation. You were not forgotten. You were hidden for a time. Type Amen to get blessing 922. The hiding ends now. The winds are changing, and the story you were told is incomplete. You will soon overhear a conversation, or find an email, or discover a photo that was never meant to be seen. There's a document with a seal on it. That seal is breaking as we speak. Its contents will shock you, because not only were you supposed to receive something, you were also supposed to lead something. An organization, a trust, a legacy. type Amen to get blessing 108. Someone tampered with the details. They crossed out your name and inserted another. But the original still exists, the universe does not. Forget what belongs to you. Divine timing is reactivating the frozen gift. You will not miss this again. Your name is being whispered by those who once sat in power. And they are stunned that you still breathe the energy of truth. Your eyes will be opened soon. What you thought was loss will be legacy. What you thought was coincidence will be destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 707. There are files being printed tonight. They carry proof of what was taken. And also what must be returned. You were listed under heir of interest. They thought you'd never find out. But your light exposed their plans. Archangel Michael says, truth travels in silence before it shouts. You were the silence. Now comes the shout. This moment is holy. It is fierce. It is irreversible. Type Amen to get blessing 311. You will reclaim what was sealed. You will walk where your name was erased. You will shine where they tried to dim you. Your father tried. He did his best. But he made a decision rooted in fear. Now your faith is about to rewrite what fear once controlled. You are protected. And you are chosen. Let the wind carry this truth to your doorstep. Let the paper touch your hand. Let the ring be slipped onto your finger. Type Amen to get blessing 369. You are no longer in the dark. Your name was hidden in light. That light is now roaring. This message is not just information. It is activation. It is your soul's awakening. The one who withheld this from you is feeling uneasy now. They know the clock has struck. They know you're close. There will be no more hiding. Only unveiling. And the signature that once bound you will now bless you. Type Amen to get blessing 000. You were never meant to live small. You were never meant to walk beneath the shadow of someone else's decision. The time has come for you to stand fully in what was always meant to be yours. Someone is watching how fast you're awakening. They're panicking because the moment you receive what was hidden, their lives will collapse. They built their comfort on your delay, but now the balance is shifting. There's a mirror you've avoided looking into. But recently, you felt drawn to it. That's because your energy is aligning with what was locked in time. Every object in your home that once seemed ordinary is now radiating memory. Look closely, the scent of your father's favorite item. A pen. A keychain, a letter. These are not just memories. They are breadcrumbs leading to your breakthrough. Type Amen to get blessing 345. You might feel more emotional at night. This is the divine releasing energy through your dreams. You are shedding what they placed on you in silence. Your hands might tingle. That's your spiritual signature activating. You were marked from the beginning, and now the hidden is meeting the seen. Someone who betrayed your father is suddenly sick. That sickness is the result of spiritual imbalance. They tried to steal your piece of the promise. Now, their lies are weighing heavy on them. And your name, once erased from records, is reappearing on divine scrolls. You were not just written, you were engraved. Type Amen to get blessing 144. There was a box kept under your father's bed. You once peeked at it but didn't understand its importance. Inside was the original letter that proves your rightful place. A woman with light eyes tried to burn it once. She failed. Now she lives in silence, haunted by the secret she tried to destroy. The flames didn't reach the document, but they scarred the box. You'll recognize it by the scorched edge. That is your confirmation. When you find it, your hands will tremble, not out of fear, but divine recognition. The truth will surge through your fingertips. Type Amen to get blessing 528. A court clerk once saw your name. He knew something was off, but he stayed silent. That clerk no longer works there, but he left notes. Those notes were addressed to someone with your initials. They were passed down quietly, like a torch waiting for you. Now, someone close to you holds those papers but doesn't yet understand their value. Soon they will show you. They will say, "I don't know why, but this feels like it belongs to you." And you'll know, that moment was divinely written. Type Amen to get blessing 232. Archangel Michael says, a line has been drawn in the sand. What was hidden is now rising, the energy cannot be stopped. You will feel it in your breath. The air will feel thicker, that is because truth is entering your space. Watch for someone calling you by a name only your father used. That will be the sign that the inheritance of identity has reached you. It's not just about material wealth. It's about sacred lineage. It's about honor, dignity, and the voice that was taken from you. Type Amen to get blessing 414. Your voice is now being returned. The very tone your father once silenced with guilt is now being amplified by heaven. A photograph with a folded corner will catch your eye. That's the last known image of the person who handled your contract. They are still alive, but their time is short. They want to pass the truth to you before it's too late. They will whisper a number to you. A code. That number will match something you've recently seen repeatedly. Type Amen to get blessing 626. Someone will try to distract you from this path. They will pretend it's unimportant. They will act as if it's a scam or confusion. Do not listen. Your soul will know what is real. The feeling of divine urgency will speak louder than their doubt. You'll begin to feel protected in strange ways. Parking spots opening, dangerous situations avoided, a sense of calm and chaos. These are signs of angelic coverage. They are clearing the path. You are about to walk into the space they once said you'd never reach. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Your father cried the night he signed the deal. He thought he was sparing you pain, but he unintentionally caused delay. He asked the angels to one day make it right. That day is now. You are the answer to that prayer. The door he closed out of fear is being opened by your courage. The silence he chose is being broken by your voice. The paper he signed will be unsealed. And the name on it, yours, will finally be spoken with honor and restoration. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Watch how things begin to align for you. Emails arriving with offers. People calling to check in after years of no contact. None of it is coincidence. These are the fruits of a seed that was buried, not dead. That seed is now breaking the soil. You are being remembered by divine record keepers. You were listed as delayed. Now you're marked due for release. Everything that was withheld will begin to show up: opportunities, unexpected funds, old family property reactivating. It's not luck. It's divine restitution. Type Amen to get blessing 959. Your father had a friend named Elijah. Or a name that sounds close. That person holds the original copy of your legacy promise. They went silent after your father passed. But they still hold the truth. And they will soon feel pressed by divine conviction to reach out. They will mail something. A brown envelope. Inside will be a letter signed in your father's handwriting. You'll know it's real because of the tiny cross or star he always drew next to your name. That symbol was his way of asking for forgiveness. Type Amen to get blessing 747. That letter will contain an address. You are meant to go there. There is something still waiting inside, untouched for years. It will smell of old wood and memories, and it will feel like walking into a frozen moment. But you were chosen to unfreeze time. A safe or locked chest will be there. You will find the key hidden in a plant pot or under a floor tile. When it opens, your hands will know. Your heart will beat faster, and the energy of your birthright will flow into your chest. Type Amen to get blessing 606. The people who once plotted to keep this from you are watching from afar. Their silence is loud, but their power is gone. They used to influence your path from shadows. But now you walk with light, and the shadows no longer reach you. Let them watch. Let them feel the pressure. This time, they cannot rewrite the story. You are the version that was never supposed to arrive. But here you are. Walking in strength, wearing truth like armor, and claiming every hidden inheritance. Type Amen to get blessing 118. The next 3 days will be filled with unusual signs. Dreams, songs, messages on walls, repeated names. Record everything, even if it seems strange. These are codes unlocking what was sealed. The number 17 or 1717 may come up. That was the date your father made the final change. The number he thought you'd forget. But your spirit remembers. You were born for this. And no paper, person, or delay can keep it from you now. This is divine recovery in full motion. Type Amen to get blessing 234. This story was never just about your father. It's about your lineage. Your bloodline was marked for breakthrough. There was jealousy even before you could walk. Someone feared your future. So they twisted your beginnings. Now, they fear your return. Because your light is undeniable. And your spiritual presence has awakened higher help. The watchers from above are already at your side. Archangel Michael says, the sword of truth has been lifted on your behalf. Nothing forged against you will hold anymore. Type Amen to get blessing 808. Let the silence break. Let the locked doors burst open. Let the truth flow like thunder across the timelines. Your father tried. He faltered. But you are here to finish what he started, not in bitterness, but with power. With grace, with divine permission. The inheritance is not just money. It's knowledge, legacy, and divine trust. You were always meant to hold it. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Your feet are about to step where your father never dared. Your name is about to be echoed where it was once forbidden, and those who forgot you will now remember. Because heaven has spoken your return. Watch the next 48 hours closely. Something is coming. And it carries your name. It was always yours, and now, it finally finds its way home. Type Amen to get blessing 121. Someone is preparing to speak. Someone who has held your name in their conscience like a sealed secret, their guilt has grown heavier with each passing season. Now they are ready to confess. Because time is no longer their friend. And they know destiny cannot wait. You will hear from someone unexpected. Their tone will shake, and their eyes may avoid yours. But their words will finally expose what was done. They were there when your father whispered your name over that document. That whisper echoed through legal halls and locked drawers. But now, the echo is turning into a roar. That roar is your arrival, it cannot be stopped. You were supposed to be contacted at 18. But the contact was blocked, a woman intercepted it. She thought she was saving you. But she was only postponing divine timing. Type Amen to get blessing 636. You'll find a strange number in your call log soon. One that rings only once and disappears. That's not an accident, that's the gatekeeper testing the waters. They want to know if you're ready. And you are. Even if you feel afraid, your spirit has waited lifetimes for this activation. Your father once wrote in a journal that he hoped you'd understand one day. That journal is hidden, wrapped in cloth, beneath a wooden floorboard or tucked behind an old shelf. It is waiting to be found. And when it is, the handwriting will match the letter. That is when all doubts will melt. Type Amen to get blessing 477. Inside that journal, he described a promise made to someone powerful. Someone who made a vow to your family. But that vow came with warnings. They warned your father that not all truth should be told. That it would change everything. He chose to keep it back, hoping time would tell you instead. Now, time has spoken. And you are standing in the hour of truth. What was locked in shadows is unfolding in the light. You might feel waves of exhaustion. Spiritual fatigue. That's your energy adjusting to the revelation. Rest, but stay alert. Type Amen to get blessing 383. An old friend of your father is searching for you. They were told to stay away, but now they cannot. They've had visions, dreams, and the weight of silence has become too much. You may see them near places you visit often. Bookstores, parks, old neighborhoods. They won't approach immediately, but soon, they will speak. They will say your father's name with tears in their eyes. That's how you'll know. The atmosphere around them will feel charged. They may hand you a photo, a keepsake, or a number scribbled in a trembling hand. That number will unlock something hidden. Type Amen to get blessing 441. There is a building your father used to visit once a month. Not for work, not for leisure, but for prayer and strategy. The caretaker of that building still remembers him, still remembers the way he paced before decisions. And that caretaker has something for you. It was left behind, intentionally, labeled with the words, "Only if asked," and now, you are the one doing the asking, even without speaking. That item contains a name, a direction, and a code that matches the one the old friend gave you. The puzzle is almost complete. Type Amen to get blessing 242. You may start feeling cold even when the air is warm. That's your spiritual senses picking up energy. The presence of divine help is near. Archangel Michael says, the covering around your truth has been torn open. You are now walking through the parting of the veil. Let your soul prepare, let your heart accept. Let your feet follow the signals. Your Father is watching from beyond, and His Spirit is weeping not in sadness, but in relief. His greatest regret is being rewritten by your courage. Type Amen to get blessing 303. The person who once blocked your name from the list is having dreams now. They are being haunted, not by ghosts, but by guilt. Their time to confess is coming. They may write you anonymously first, or post something cryptic online, hoping you see it. But they won't hide for long. Truth has a vibration. It grows louder until it forces action. And now, it is vibrating in their chest. You were once labeled as unreachable. Now, your name is on spiritual satellites. You are being located by heaven and earth alike. Type Amen to get blessing 717. Do not underestimate the sudden urges you feel. If you feel drawn to go somewhere, go. If you feel drawn to open something, do it. That intuition is your compass. It will lead you directly to the place your father once whispered about. The hidden location has waited long enough. It will be old, dusty, untouched. But as soon as you walk in, it will feel like home. That's how you'll know. It was meant for you all along. Inside may be boxes labeled in code, keys taped to envelopes, or a photo frame hiding a flash drive. Nothing ordinary. Everything divine. Type Amen to get blessing 929. You will feel tears rise, not from sorrow, but from recognition of your birthright. Recognition of the truth that was buried with silence. This isn't just discovery, it's resurrection. It's the divine unlocking of what should have never been hidden. You are not just receiving your Father's hidden deal, you are restoring the dignity of your name. You are redeeming a timeline meant for greatness. Others will soon witness your rise, some will pretend to celebrate you. But deep down, they'll feel regret for trying to stop what was unstoppable. Type Amen to get blessing 404. Let them watch, let them wonder. You own no explanations, only expansion. Your glow will confuse them, your breakthroughs will silence their doubt. Your walk will carry the echo of generations. Your feet are now guided by divine instruction, your hands are receiving divine recovery. Your heart is protected by divine armor. The contract signed in your name is yours to complete, but this time, it will be fulfilled with truth, clarity, and your full awareness. Type Amen to get blessing 555. This moment was always waiting. It is why nothing else worked before, it is why some connections failed and others suddenly ended. You were being cleared for this path. You were being pruned for this glory, you were being sanctified for this legacy. Your name is no longer behind. It is ahead, it is walking into rooms your ancestors only dreamed of. And the signature once hidden in fear is now rising in fire. You are reclaiming what generations whispered about in hidden corners. Type Amen to get blessing 369. Let no one stop you. Let no one distract you. What's coming is not up for negotiation, you are divine prophecy in motion. You are legacy wrapped in breath. You are your Father's unspoken dream finally coming true, and soon, very soon, you'll hold the documents, the ring, the letter, and the land. It will all come back, not as a surprise, but as a return. The one who thought you forgot your name will now remember the power of it. Type Amen to get blessing 777.